Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics, and today I have this cute kit. It's called Sweet and Spooky, and I just thought this was adorable and to give out special treats on Halloween, friends or neighbors or just special people in your life. Anyway, it comes in a cute little kit box like this, and you can always use this box for something else later. And then inside here, you have all the directions. Let's just do it this way. Kind of zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little. Of how to make each of the boxes. But I thought I would just do a quick video with you and show you how easy these are to make. I've already made one of each, so you can kind of see. These are a pretty good sized box. You know, you can kind of see by my hand. And it's so easy to make. There's one like that. Has a little ghost coming out the window. There is one with an eek, with a little big ghost, and all these cute little, I mean, these are like holograms, the little ghosts on the side with pumpkins and bats. And then there's this one that has all the stars and again, has some cute things. Let me show you though some of the extra stuff that you get with it. You're gonna get some double-sided tape. You'll get the twine that's black and white that you'll need. There are these little sort of sticks. They look like toothpicks, but they're not. And those are going to be for making this little eek sign. And then you have some dimensionals. I'm using the ones I have all the time. So these I'm going to save and put aside for another project. Then you get all these cute little paper clips, some beautiful stars. Then you get these little pieces that you're going to make your banners for the front of your boxes. And then you get 5 each of each design of these boxes. So you can make 15 boxes of this. These are so cute and so affordable. I mean, really easy. And I haven't decided what treat I'm going to put in here. I know they have Halloween candy out. I might even see if a little bag of pretzels or something else gets in there, because I know the kids get a lot of candy, so if I'm giving it out to children, I would probably try to think of something else, maybe a cookie or something. And if it's an adult, I don't know what I would put in. I'll have to figure it out. But anyway, I want to show you real quick how we put these together. So let's like zoom back in again. Okay, let me get my stuff over to the side. And let's start with, let's see. Let's start with this one. This is the one that I did. Now these are all pre-scored. But I like to take my bone folder and I like to just fold along the lines and give it a good crease. So even though they're scored, I still like to kind of crease it again because it's a box and I want it to be exact. So I'll go ahead and just fold these up. So I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to do the tab side and just all 4 sides. My paper's running all over the place. Let me move that. And the first thing I'm going to do is on the tab side, I'm going to take my double-sided tape. I'm going to go ahead, put a piece down, secure it down real well, lift it up with my little pokey tool. And then I'm going to bring it around and just make sure that my edges match up, because I really want them to be exact. And I'll pull that one to there. Give it a good crease. And then I want this to be to the back of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, where did I say it was? There. I'm going to take my sides, put them in. Now you can put your strip on ahead of time. I like to eyeball and know where the back of my box is before I do this. So I'm just going to add 2 pieces. Oops, stuck to my finger. And let's go ahead and take that off. Just line up your box, make sure it's even. And go ahead and give it a press. And then I like to take my bone folder and go inside and make sure it's pressed really well. Now, if you can see, there's some creases here. That's going to be the sides of our box that we're going to push in like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a little bit of a crease on each side So when I do this, the sides hold out better. And then I'm going to take one of the little paper clips. Now these paper clips are super tight, so what I would advise is just take your nail or whatever and just kind of separate it a little and then put it to the edge of your box like that, okay? Now the fun part goes. We're going to start decorating our box. So let's see, here on this one, I used one of these striped tabs. I used one of these orange polka dotted. And see, they just punch right out. You don't have to do anything. And one of the Trick or Treat, which is this, and this little pumpkin. Okay. Now, at the top of these, there are, you can probably see it from the back better, but there are little holes that are already punched, so I'm just going to poke those out. Let's see where this one is. This one's over to the side of it, I believe. Let me see. Nope, in the front. And this one, like I said, they're easier to see from the back. And I'm just going to layer them on top of each other. So it's going to be the pink, the orange. Try to line up your holes. Take your dimensional, and you're just going to put one on the back and on the back of this one. And that's going to help hold it once we match up our holes. So just like that, press it down. Let's get a little straighter though. There we go. And then take the back off of this one. And let's go ahead and put that down. There. And then we're going to put that cute little pumpkin. So we're going to put one dimensional on the pumpkin and put that right at the top. Now it says to do about 15 inches. I found that was quite a lot. So if you look on your paper, there is a ruler, and I did about 9 inches, which is just to the end of the paper there. I thought that was plenty. So if you're a saver like me and like to save some of the extra yarn, then I don't think you need 15 inches because you're going to cut a lot of it away. So now I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to double up, and then I'm going to come from the back, and I'm just going to push it through the holes. And then once I have it that way, I'm going to take the back and put it through that hole and pull. So it's like that. And then I'm going to make my bow. It's just easier to hold and make the bow, and then the whole part can come off when whoever opens it up. And that way you don't have too much waste. And like I said, I just eyeballed it, but you can measure the 9 inches. I think it's plenty. They're usually pretty generous with what the measurements are, and I usually find I don't need to use that much. Okay, and then you just take it and you just put that underneath your paper clip. Let me get my bow out of the way. Put that to the front and get that under there, and then put my bow back up. And there you got one done already. Now also you have those cute little star embellishments, and don't forget to use them. So I actually had put one up here. I put one, let's see, to the side. And then I put one down here on this little orange part. Let's go down a little farther on that. There we go. And that's box number 1 done. Isn't that cute? Now I don't think, nope, this one did. This one had the ghost. So I'm going to punch out this little shiny ghost, put a little dimensional on the back of his head. And then make like he's coming out of the window, like that. He's so cute. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so that's one down. Let's put that with the other one. Let's do this one next. Again, I'm just going to take my bone folder and go along all the edges. Kind of fold it. do the bottom of the box real well. And the top. And the middle. Okay, we're going to take that tab and we're going to use our double-sided tape again. And just secure it down real well. And let's fold that, bring our side around, make sure we match it up real well. Give it a good press. And then I want that again to the back of the box. So I'm going to put my two sides in. This will be my tab underneath because I want it to go to the back, everything to the back of the box. And maybe that's a little too close. Let's get it down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, let's press it down. Straighten up your box and just put that flap down, give it a press. Press it again from the inside. And then where you have those little creases, just kind of giving the sides a little press first. Then you want to just bring the box together. And I take one of those paper clips to hold it. Okay. And give those a little crease on the sides. Okay, now this one we're going to use, let's get our pieces. We're going to use a piece of the orange. And then we're going to use the black polka dot and the boo and the bat. So you'll get enough papers to make all of these. Let's just punch out our holes again. That one's easier to see from the back. And that one. Okay, so what we want to do is put a dimensional on the back of each of these. Let's see, we're going to do the black first. Okay, so we're just going to match up those holes. Oops, there we go. And then our little boo will go next. And then we don't forget to put on our bat. Now, in the directions, you would take one of your dimensionals and cut it in half. I actually have mini dimensionals, so I'm going to use one of my mini dimensionals, which is a half of a dimensional. Same thing, only I like these because they're already pre-done. You're going to put that right in the back of the bat's head, and then stick that on just under the boo. And we're going to add some of our stars. So we're going to put one, let's use that one, and put it right under here. And one up here. One over here. See how fast these are to put together? I love when there's no stamping and everything's ready and we're just going to add it on. So now I need a piece of my twine. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing it, but you can, this isn't the inch side, so that's not going to help you. Use your directions. It has it in there. I'm just going to make a little loop in half, thread it from the back to the front, and then you're going to open your loop and pull your two thread pieces through like that. Then tie your bow. I just find it's fast and easy this way. You do what works for you though. You don't have to do it this way. Oops. Let me bring that around again. There we go. And again, I think this is already too much. I could probably even do a little less. So I'm going to cut off that little extra and add it to my box. Pull my bow over that up on the box. Look how cute these are. Are they adorable? I just knew I had to have them. So, okay, we're on our last box. Gonna go ahead and you could do this step first. Just do all your boxes, crease them. I like kind of assembly line. And this way you'd have all this part done and all you have to do is start putting them together. You could also put your double back tape on already and have them all ready and then just start assembling and decorating. And that would probably go pretty fast. Okay, I did all that, I did that, and the top. Let's do that. Okay, so on our little tab, again, double-sided tape. You always want to put it on the front part of this flap because that's going to go inside. I'm going to fold it, bring my box around, and just, you want to make sure like where this creases and this creases, that they meet up at the top. And then just follow the box all the way down. Put it to the back. Let's see, the back is there. I want this way. That's why I like to wait and put this tape on this piece after I figure it out. But anyway, let's go ahead, put that down. I like to do a second piece too. I think the directions might just show one, but I really don't want the box to come apart, especially if there's anything heavy in it. If it's candy or whatever, it could be heavy. I don't want it to break on the person. So I'll put extra tape to make it secure. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna just line up our box. Make sure it's straight. And bring it down, give it a press. You're gonna look for the pleated side. And I'm just gonna give that little part so when I push in, it doesn't go in. There we go. Give this a little crease. Give that a little crease. And take our paper clip, hold our box closed, and we're ready to decorate. So this one has one of the pink dotted pieces. It has a black piece. It has the ghost, and it has the eek. And that. So let's start with the eek. There is a little perforation right here that we're going to bend on, a little scored line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my double-sided tape and I'm going to put it on that piece and on the other side of it. So when I bring it around, it'll really hold that little, I don't know if we call it a toothpick or some type, but it's going to be the little stick. And let's get one out. Now this has like a dark side and a light side. I like the light side showing, so it's up to you the way you want it to look, but I am going to attach it that way. Oops. Let's get it back. I want to make sure I don't put it in upside down though. There we go. And then I'm going to bring around the little tab and close it up and pinch it. Oops. Just like that. So it makes like a little banner. That's not sticking. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to take, wait a minute. Forgot to take the edges off. Don't do that. Okay. There we go. Now it'll stick. All right, so my eek is going to go this direction. I want the white side showing, and I'm going to bring it around and close it. And see how that holds? So cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and poke out these holes again. And let's see, where's this one? Oh, this one's a little over to the side. And then the ghost, okay, we want to take our banner and take the black one, put a little dimensional. We're going to take another one and put it on the ghost. So where this hole is, you're going to match it up so it's going to shift a little bit to the left. And then crease it down with your dimensional. And then you're going to add your ghost, which is going to come out over here. Just make sure you clear your hole. And then our little eek, we're going to put 2 more dimensionals. I think 1 there and 1 there. And let's pull those off. And put that right across him, like where his hand is, but don't cover up your hole, okay? And now let's try this again. Do your little loop. This is so fun. I think this is a fun project, like if you want to do it with your grandchildren or, you know, some of your friends, maybe have them over for coffee and make a few of these. I mean, they're just so fun. And then when you decide who you're going to give them to, it's just going to be so fun. They're going to love it. And I bet they won't throw your box away. Anybody I give stuff to, it seems like they save cards, they save the boxes. They just like everything, and they just can't think of throwing it away. I went down to see my sister one time in Florida, and she pulled open a drawer that had every card I think I've sent her. So I thought that was a real compliment. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pull that bow down a little bit more. Cut off our tails a little shorter. And there. And then we're going to put that up onto our box. Now let's see, how did I do this one? I did do it on that side, okay. Oh, I had the eek down a little farther. Let me see if I can, if it's too late to change it. It might be. I'm just going to put that down just a little bit lower so my paper clip will go here and not interfere. And we'll just slide that in. And you're done. Look at that. Is that cute? And then this one had a star just right here at the bottom by the stars. And did I put any more? Nope, that's all I put. But you can decorate as many as you want. Look how many stars, and I have probably 12 more to do, but I'm sure I have plenty. They always give you extra. So here's our project for today. Oh, look how cute. And I think I have room to show these too. Yep. That's it. And the name of the suite, I mean the little kit, again, you can find this online, is Sweet and Spooky Kit. And it has everything you need in it. I didn't add anything except for I used my own dimensionals, but you do get a whole pack of dimensionals, so you can use what they give you. I'm just going to save them for another project. But I hope you enjoyed that and that you would order from me. You can order from me at StampFUNatics.com, and I would appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up on the video if you liked it. Have a great day, and I hope you have a fun Halloween. Thanks.